Amazon gave me almost everything on the checklist today. Clean, previous day low break, retest, bearish trend, execution signal ready to trigger. All my confluences aligned, but I still didn't take it. And here's why. No trade today. Bulk of my tickers hit their 15-minute lows within the first 30 minutes, so I stayed in cash. If you're running into the same wall, two things help. One, I'll say wait for a new structure. So when you have a stretched move, it doesn't mean no trade all day. All I'm saying is no trade on the old setup. So you want to give it time to reset and then a fresh level forms that your setup can actually work off. So here's what it looks like in practice. Say SPY hits the 15-minute low at 10 a.m. and you just sit there, chopping in a tight range for the next hour instead of continuing lower. That range itself becomes the new structure. So if price eventually breaks and retests it, that's a fresh level with an actual signal behind it, not the same exhausted move you just passed on earlier. Two names today, Amazon and IWM. Both broke the prior day low on the 1-minute chart. Neither got me a trade. Here's why. Same thing we just walked through on the last session. Amazon broke previous day low on the 1-minute, but the 5 and the 15-minute hadn't broken yet. That gap matters. The index was also sitting right at its own key level, a few ticks away from taking out its own 15-minute low. One time frame break-in doesn't mean anything until the higher ones confirm it. I didn't force it, the chart said to wait, and so I waited. A few moments later, Amazon showed its hand and invalidated our trade. The setup was gone, and so for that, I skipped it. IWM broke its own 1-minute low. This one gave us 2 of the 3, so it gave us the break and the retest. What never showed up was the entry candle, the confirmation my system needs before I ever click buy. So no entry candle, no trade. Price came back into that range and chopped there for the rest of the day. 2 tickers, 2 1-minute breaks, 0 trades. Both times it came down to the same thing. The fast time frame move before the structure that actually matters caught up. That's the whole game with previous day high and previous day low. You have to know which chart to trust and wait for the rest to agree. Today, we stuck to cash. We're back at it tomorrow. Amazon gave me almost everything on the checklist today. Clean, previous day low break, retest, bearish trend, execution signal ready to trigger. All my confluences aligned, but I still didn't take it. And here's why. 1 minute broke previous day low clean. Price came back for what looked like a real retest, not just a chase lower. Trend was below the 100 EMA, the momentum bearish the whole way down. If my buy signal triggered off that retest, this had real structure behind it. On the surface, this was a strong short. The 15-minute Nasdaq was sitting right at a major level. That matters more than anything on my 1-minute chart. My target on this Amazon short was basically asking price to break through the higher time frame support to get there. A 1-minute setup lining up is one thing. A 1-minute setup asking me to fight the 15-minute level is a different trade entirely. The higher time frame usually wins that argument. Everything else on the checklist was a yes. That one was a no, and it was one that mattered the most. My entry signal actually presented itself. I still didn't take it. I watched the Nasdaq react right at that zone, and Amazon immediately fell into that chop. No clean continuation, no follow through, just noise. That's the trade I would have been in had I ignored the one red flag on this checklist. 4 things aligned, 1 thing didn't. I skipped it anyway, because one opposing higher time frame level outweighs 4 things going on right on the lower time frame. Good decision, good day. If you're watching this because you're struggling with overtrading or sticking to your plan, I want to leave you with this. I've been there. I've forced trades because I didn't want to miss out. I've broken my own rules because I convinced myself this one will work. Every single time it cost me more than money. It cost me confidence in myself. Discipline isn't something we're born with. It's something you build, one decision at a time. The goal isn't to trade every setup. It's to become the kind of trader who can trust themselves to do the right thing, even when it's the hardest choice in the moment. Some of the biggest steps you'll ever take in trading won't come from trades you enter. They'll come from the ones you have the strength to walk away from. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next session.